But I'm not quite a what you can Adom TV, oh, Shane, so now Semper 94.7 FM, now what you do, and yeah, they bro, me didn't CJ Forsen, some deacon, and then the show is really packed. The reason young panel that we back now, you know where we one-on-one, you are not from Sabetansi, now you know, so every year. Or else, Kwame Griffiths, a director of IT, National Democratic Congress. That's not Fatoba Yache, I know Shesha Nyomuha, and Obetansi. Kwame. Akwaba.
Major so many.
Is that who you did?
Yamia
Party Boko.
Bibia Boko.
Bibia Gunakwan.
We are soldiering on. Kumdieba this year. We will relieve the people of
this year.
2020, we will relieve the people of this country from this harsh conditions that the current administration has put them into. And it may show. So, come December, you better abandon now be who say, Omampani John Dramani Mahama.
But many JB Casas is here. Now you say from every indication, you don't even have a message. When you're ready, that preparedness in an election year, no, it's not there.
But you say, Akwada Kramai Pam Kwa was watching. Na
Kramai Pam
Akwada and the Kramai Pam Okwa was watching.
Akwada and the Kramai Pam Okwa
was watching. Nature say, as a Chinese say, one more no any nimdi one more message no woman any message. A Bosha, they don't have a message. It is very clear. A party in power would di mkontompo ahudo. A year promises there is in the history of this Fourth Republic. Obi anyone wa promise Ghana for chain and now do dan kwa kufu ado abai. Enuoma wo kan se obeye nyina. Ni nyina no ehun nsem bebrebe. Galamsey ya omo ye beje machines free wo ma ye galamsey se me de ma won man crofo ma excavators eyira ye. Yadi ECG kwama work and pay. Kwasa work and pay contract ECG. Eno ho asem ba ya won ma abrogate contract. Financial sector crisis nyina exploded in their face when we were managing it very sensibly. So when me chen. And somebody dey cho one minister etimi be kan say your friend say dam one village one dam nka be boa papa ama said we are dams during the dry seasons, you know, a friend said the farmers will remain engaged and have some friends say income. But here's the case: the person responsible for the dam and Nanado dam kwakufuado a bresono. Abeka say dam na ya promise and crofono and then a yayano. Na say a meaningful dam and can you hear bear 2.5 million, but Sika you try any 25,000. Okay,
so we stay on course. So for the NDC. Yes. Message in saying moving into 2020. What is your message?
Our message is that looking at Ejumapa or Omampani John Dramani Mahama. First of all, let me state, sir, the official position of the party, it is coming through a manifesto which will be launched. My committee working on it, which will be launched very soon. But it is very clear, sir. Ejumapa Omampani John Dramani Mahama aye. So any infrastructure near the things are tangible. Bibi. Sikaso e ba yensem no. Enu de ba we yensem. And so what a friend say for baby most of the projects that we left are still hanging.
Okay, until very soon manifesto in Baba.
Yes, it will come out
very soon.
I can't give you. I'm not close with that information. But now no meti and say one more rapport.
Oh, I see.
Check no. We will have a friend say the manifesto and all these other messages and what have you would follow through. Wow. But let me tell you something about what is happening. So when I me share your press conference here, me share mini apeni John Boadu, Mr. Mark Menu. Yes. Ever here press conference I was thinking say obe address your issues no. Rather no ena where you say ena jeme me say na hwan ya dade obia oni message do. Obia wadi o man no hwamo no. Say Oni bibia catch mind one. He tries to paint the other person as somebody they should run away from.
But you didn't address the party in power. You addressed the National Insurance Authority and the Electoral Commission, and both institutions have responded.
Okay.
National Identification Authority.
That's right. Authority. But then, and yet, we indicated say they are in a friend say, Omni can need a binder or power near Canada. Into the MPP was involved. But one more buyer, they wrote a response. And they called it the response to our press conference. And I think they said, we're being a time. Near devil into your press conference, no. Now, Yasha, almost so response, woman buyer. Near to twice say issues to create raise your press conference. Even if they address even one single thing. So, I think we should have time to do that. And if you would permit me, I start with the highlights of our press conference. I mean,
I want you to do that because your highlights, we'll be dealing with the responses from the Electoral Commission and the National Insurance Authority. Into remember, a few minutes now, they highlights.
Okay, the Edicano. Yeah, woho enna. Mamin correcti adia ba kwa menu ya penny John Boy Dukan. Say, and I want to state, material kind, but I want to state, say, since 1994, the teacher IPAC, BBI Beko Parliament in a form of a legislation, a bill or a CI or what have you, from Electoral Commission, IPAC are discussing. This one, let me say emphatically, say, IPAC did not discuss this.
I see.
And I heard that he said, because we boycotted, we didn't hear, we couldn't partake in the discussion. And this,
it's not true that
the fact that we were not there doesn't mean that we didn't know what happened.
Okay, so it is true that you boycotted.
Yes, and we gave our reasons. I can't say anything participating in those IPACs.
Reasons being...
I will give you. I will deal with IPAC, the IPAC issue, from the beginning of 2019, how this current EC has handled IPAC. So let me not digress, but I just want to place on record, so that I remain focused on what I'm saying. Now, it wasn't discussed at IPAC. You can cross-check, with any of the people at the Electoral Commission. I hope. So now, I have the presentation now. Electoral Commission, and this presentation, they did it to the Eminent Advisory Committee. They did it to a lot of prominent people, including ex-presidents in this country. One more year, a similar one, not exactly the same thing, as Parliament. One more STT on slide 27. Now, on slide 27, they indicated very clearly, say, we could register with this current system media. Anyhow, if I may make that available to you, so the issue is this: they are saying, say, is the EC, if you can read it, I know you're better. So
is the EC discarding all previous data? And the answer here is no. The EC will use existing data of voters during the registration of voters into the new voters register. Existing voters would not be required to go through the same process as new voters. To be registered into the new register, existing voters need to only present their existing voters ID card to the registration officer. Their details will be retrieved from the existing database and their biometrics captured, i.e. new facial image and 10 fingerprints. So this document is wait for Electoral Commission.
Electoral Commission, one presentation, one my journalists be one the presentation in Parliament, one ex-presidents in well, I can speak to. I don't know whether they did it at President Kufuor. But the Eminent Advisory Committee, into stakeholders, no, stakeholder engagement. This is the presentation they took round.
So then, so then why the U10? Maybe at the IPAC level, they give you some...
any explanation, because it wasn't discussed at IPAC. That is the point I'm making. Now, the woman said, say, the first time, for the record again, IPAC animushi, no mukuli sabili, say, a friend CIA. Say,
but, Kwame, so we see how the chairman.
Yes.
Oka say, after that IPAC meeting, I'm a boycott here. So you call IPAC meetings for from. Mako be.
The free one you you.
If you want to IPAC meeting, okay. Because it can be besides Mako IPAC meeting. I think na moon raise these issues.
Oh, you are IPAC kwa. Me cry sometimes you call her na my ferry. As a trainer say IPAC na ya kwatra no. Your development partners in United Home, United Home. Arguments are so on, and I will make some available to you today. I will speak to some of them today. Say, a young number who say one to one crown, how did they see us?
So your argument
just say, they are listening to whatever we are saying. And some of the things that happen then, so say blatant disregard to logic. Who can say, Mama Mount, let me move into that now. Since we have mentioned this IPAC, the Electoral Commission, on numerous occasions, together with the New Patriotic Party, they have done so many mistakes. As a party, NDC party, we have cautioned them, we have advised them, not with the intention, but it is in the interest of the country. Now, I will cite a few examples. Yeah, barbecue in limited registration. First of all, you want an Electoral Commission because say, when we use 250 centers, across the country. Say, and you want district officer, won't mean register our baby. And you say, we are saying, as a Chinese say, Nipa no 1 year sika, Enfaka. Enko district capital no. What is enfranchising Nipa kro? Dey make I tell you.
Mitiepa.
Enti no. You see titi wo bi kire. Hwe unuanom a mo hye ase. Dr. Afarijan. Why limited registration? What is 6,000 centers across the country in a year? Alright, Charlotte Osei. Also, your registration. What is 6,000 centers across the country. Electoral area bako. Na just say, obi timi nante etu anamon no akwa akotwe ready. Na ufa to say especially siremu ho no a. Eya na mu twetwe bebre. Wo behwe no na ebia obi a wo mame mfa bole bambo nye example. Because onum nyamfo o mampani John Dramani Mahama eho na ofri. Ofri bamboy now so ko bole a more than 3 hours. Emutu ye pa. Itu who purchase one man cross e wo bole bamboy area ho nyina no. Omnya na benyeska. They are farmers o. Ebi okoba de ni ama no 15 cedis. Dako. Obenyesika atina ka mu akwa akodi district office so oye yi. Esa ye be disenfranchise sankrofo. One mo amfa nya adwuma. Ebe wi ase o mo say o mo the online system no e na be register. Almost system I install office one and no be registration. Yes, there be online system no yan hihye say yan fanye friends say that level of mass registration no. Into ukoye sa ebe faili. Ye too one for this is a very sound technical advice the NDC ya de ma Electoral Commission. Make us say that MPP for gina wo machi said wo gina wo machi ne ya. Din na is independent. And one more bet me aye I didn't know so wouldn't me ye wo nim video kro they call district center ho I didn't know what conclude say wouldn't me ye meanwhile you started registration no na reho throughout the country there was mass failure of the online system. There was mass failure at the end of the day. Registration no emu about 93% was done with the offline. Until they quickly started the omocas and now machines are obsolete. No. They had to quickly go and assemble some of them and repair them and send them to the field. At the end of the day, about 93 to 94% of the registration that were done through the offline, the rejected machine. The online only did about 6 or 7% of the registration. They were wrong. You see, they were wrong.
We see some kinds.
Yes.
Very serious.
Yes, it is a very serious.
Now, yes, also then you see, I want you to go back and repeat what you
very
said.
Good. What I'm saying is that
I want to get it.
One more can say somebody can sentence na sem.
Thank you.
And one say one more day registration system, online system, no. Yeah. Obi na di isi court. Third active versus Electoral Commission. So one no two kwan here registration to here. And so and then just when you Ghana what number. Into no one institute system be you can walk in and go and register. And that was what gave birth to the online system. District center be provide the system say so Obi and that's already what the 18 was between ultimate 19 that was the initial intention. It didn't end up that way. And I don't want to go into the reasons. Until you catch one says our system no. It is not designed. Say nipa be to santene. Say your baba your registration ewo mo office ho. Mo yes the system will fail. In fact, the technical presentation cry this if 1 year and cry later on. I say it only has 200 concurrent connections with their data center. Now 200 concurrent connections with their data center. If I tell you how they piled up workstations for her, I be surprised. Let's just say I didn't represent no problem or kakra. And my one was very sound technical advice. Debbie, yes, I be problem. They didn't take it. MPP for how much din. You started registration, meaning at the end of the day, they register.
But what did you tell them? You gave
we
them
told
advice.
them they should process the offline system and use it because that is what is designed for mass registration. The BVRs, no.
And proposing offline system, no.
Thank you. They didn't accept it.
Okay.
But almost started registration, no. And I hate you, there's mass failure of online systems across the country. Tino quickly, BVRs nibi. They call here, save the day. In fact, some of their district centers, they station some of the BVR in some of their district centers. And at the end of the day, after registration, about 93 to 94% of the registered voters were done through the rejected system. The system they are now saying is obsolete. That is how what registered majority of the people. Only about 6 or 7%. And a year online. Me and some who. Now they have been very clever. They have played it outside. A friend said that they never encourage transformation tenacity. They always run away.
Okay,
because I'm telling you how the things they have done. They were wrong, and it was clear from the results that they were wrong. So that is number one, and the MPP were behind them. Number two, projection that was made by the EC. Madam Jemensa bien and will say, oh, Oba register ni party 100,000. I'm saying what is as a big kroma. And you see that be 300,000 there. The period between your last registration and the current registration, it is more than even the period that Dr. Farijanya is projected 1 million people. The population was even smaller then because it grows with the population. So Dr. Charlotte says also period. It was shorter than you did. The period for a year, friends, between the current former registration and the current one. And to would it has to be more than one more projection of 1 million by Dr. Farijan and 1 million by your friends Dr. Charlotte say. Kind. Madam Jemensa shifted at the end of 500,000. We went into the registration, EC projecting 500,000. The MPP were behind them, say, they have the data and they have a reason why they have projected 500,000. At the end of the day, my brother,
the outcome.
We registered 1.2 million, and the EC, it's me, Ebejina, how catch and say, a friend said campaign, a PR campaign, and I might yet me register 1.2 million. PR campaign, it's me, Obi 18 years. I mean, let's be serious in this country. And these arguments, like I'm saying, happened at IPAC with our development partners there. We were pointing out to them that you couldn't have gone into the registration prepared because you only had in mind, so we better register 500 people. So logistics are short to in a move forward. We were pointing it out to them. They said, no. We couldn't have, unless you decided to say, Ube wasteful. You can't prepare for 500,000. End up with 1.2 million. And say, you didn't have logistical constraints. Meaning, they were wrong. this current Electoral Commission. They were wrong. We were right. During the after the registration, when they were going into exhibition, we told them they hadn't finished data processing. They hadn't. Because at the end of the day, you know, so we are registration in area. We'll send it through a network and I will send you data and the bank. First of all, there will be some level of failure. That's number one. Number two, there's also human failure. A lot of what I've led some of these mass registration exercises. A few days to the end of the registration, sometimes the technicians in the credit failed. And the daily data no omo copy at the kokoshe system they won't do it. Inti uria, before you go for exhibition, there's a process they call end of life data processing. I was all the machines in the center. Now we back your up. Now we a good database. What the good database no? Nature say you can be sure say will be your register biano. Ni data ebeba provisional register no so. Meaning they didn't listen to us. They went into the exhibition. You know what happened. Elembele crowd omoko court. Say people were missing on the register. A lot of people were missing. Yakoka and yeah press conference was adium. MPP for also your response. Press conference. Say adia yakan. And yes, I here. Now EC is right. But eventually, EC no betu na numu. Say problems are during exhibition after Elembele had taken them to court. No. Threatening a court action. After Elembele had threatened a court action, omu betu omanutu. Say problem I have the report. Problem it is because of end of life data processing. Now they will correct it before the main election. Okay,
but in somehow this is news to probably a lot of people who are watching and listening
for Electoral Commission
to us because I'm responsible for the buyer. No.
I'm talking about the genesis of these things. Your case.
Okay, so we are antecedents.
Okay. So they were wrong. See, I'm trying to prove to you, sir, there are so many instances where the people who are behind this new register have had it wrong. So, na metisa menua pani John Boadu ka say IPAC discuss new CI no enti it was redrawn into sir correct. It was redrawn because there were errors on it.
You are not there. So how can you
any parliamentarians? See our parliamentarians. Your parliamentarians. I say first of all, IPAC meeting one. I'm telling you, say the fact say any one, and say you know every serious political party. Oh boycott you would want to hear what finally what is discussed. Every serious political party will do that. I'm telling you, say so will be a catcher, but now catcher say see I no more discuss ya boa. Now, oh dear, let me know if you waste time on it. The fact is so say IPAC no my redraw, you know, and I make a say it was even redrawn twice. This current leadership of EC, Madam J. Mensah, they made the mistake twice. Parliament and redraw yes I lay. Redraw and say mistake. Redraw yes I lay. Okay. So this is the level of, let me use the word, you know, the level of I don't know say the competence that I should say that we are seeing in this Electoral Commission. The mistakes they have made. Now, let me go to the press conference. Our press conference.
So, Kwame, you are saying here that our Electoral Commission is incompetent.
I am not saying it. They themselves are demonstrating their incompetence to Ghanaians. That is what they are doing. I have just told you instances. It was public knowledge that Madam J. Mensah said his projection was 300,000. He ended up registering 1.2 million. Is that not incompetence? I am telling you here, said Madam J. Mensah said he will use the online system to register all Ghanaians who are turned 18. It failed. We advised him. He went against it. It failed. It failed. And therefore, he had to rely on the advice we gave him, say, on offline, you know. Is that not demonstration of incompetence? I am telling you that Madam J. Mensah said he was going to use 250 centers to register people across the country. We told him that that is even not legal because people who don't have money to fund themselves, to board transportation to your district centers, you know, they will end up being disenfranchised. And we cited examples of the predecessors in use 6,000. Or no, also be used 250,000. Is that not demonstration of incompetence? I am telling you that a CI was laid in Parliament. It was laid, they were prompted, say mistakes, it was redrawn. And relayed with other mistakes. It was redrawn again and relayed. Is that not demonstration of incompetence? And there is some incompetence going on with the current leadership of the Electoral Commission. They themselves are telling Ghanaians. Yes, let me not move away from because it's a press conference in here.
And the response that EC has brought, and also
press conference,
especially your issue of how cumbersome is going to be. So we can compare Commissioner of Oath. Now, guarantee the EC's response, and I want to read from there.
A bad thing, so we can respond. So we can
and if I just stick it to Modiano,
questions in a yard,
stick the other kind of nothing. Some response.
Yawahana, a national identification authority, a free President Kufuor Bresu, and I 1 more year, a passing Emrami Bako 2007, and when they establish institution. And at 750, and also warm regulations and things they require register. So now in those regulations, I was say Ubi Oba registration center. Yan sa Oba am Muntro Midi, your friend Kojomenu. I was so the actions with Biba. Brulu Putoka some your friend breeder documents, ID card, a treasure, one Germany, your friend Kojomensa. Now, President Kufuor, in his wisdom during that time, now President. Professor Tifa, not Professor Dubonum, no, not Professor Tifa Crow, who be no, so one more a year a ID cards are ultimately Eddie and I said breeder documents are ultimately called echo true, birth certificate account.
Birth certificate now picture any soon.
I account to establish your nationality as a Ghanaian.
Okay.
Now voters ID as account, driver's license account. Passport account, baptismal certificate so account. Bibi a chere say ya wo Ghana ha. Ya bo wasu Ghana. I'm saying na weighing card no near ade nyina. I think I'm not very sure of that one. But these were the breeder documents. Now selection of breeder documents no. So o select here, you look at certain attributes. O share ID cards ni nyina na wo dey na measure a certain standards. Now one of them they say, I was say, nipa no dodo na obi. Excuse me to say, Emrawa has a Joy FM for mumfa. Foreigner be a Ghana for Kwano me adwuma. Che so bia okuta Joy FM ID card be a Ghana ni. But will it be wise to use just Joy FM ID card? Say the fan control. Mo the boka control into as proof of citizen there be because mon kwana mo. So on me chen. And you know it has to be of a national scale. Now when you subject it to that standard, the voter ID card is second to none. That's first one. Number two, the second standard they say, I was say ID card no. Process at which I would me register for say ID card no. Any data processing no, any no. I was say I such that it does not allow duplication. It does not allow impersonation. Obi ntimi ma no onka say me ya kwadwo manu me ya Ghana ni so na bi onya Ghana ni. So on me cheno. Sa process so ewo ho. Na no so no o subject ID card say wo Ghana ha nyina to a the voter ID card is second to none. The voter ID card no kwa na wo your registration ya political party agency to o ya sro ya. Obi a di nani efi nani e di hwem make sure say yemfa force entry bia enkom. So on me cheno. Enti eno so no voter ID card no is higher than all the other ID cards.
But sir,
okay. So one I have opinion. And at the toso miensa, and they say verification is it possible? In terms of system verification, it is only the voter ID card that has that meets that standard. And besides that, that is the reason why financial institutions that is their preferred choice. NIA is now coming. It has the potential to get to that level. But it is not there yet. So, now, NIA for selective breeder, don't you know? What selective documents in the there is something we call exception handling mechanism. To say, yakase obiamfa sak ID cards imrano. And so be ready be ni paka krebi wo man ni mo Cars ya okanya no munibi. And so no me Ghana for. Ucho mu dwa yi. Yes okay, onko swear oath. Anasa onko guarantee. So on meche no. Sworn oath ni guarantee. That is where that thing comes in. So and it is not supposed to exceed more than 5% of the population. I was saying nipa kakra bi no a wa select ID cards nyina wie no. Wo mu ni sa ID card no. E no mo call by sworn oath. Ana say kofa obi a onim wo bra, ana kofa ohiri bi bra, ana kofa assemblyman bi bra no ma voucher ma won because wo the ID cards dodo na ye kan ni nyina wo ni bi. Minua. NIFO under President Akufo-Addo. President Eba Atefa number 2. Say no wo dada. Ode mra we ye adwuma. Atefa second edition Eba Oba ya wo say ade a President Akufo no ma bre so mo ye no. Won't fanya adwuma. Because
progress. The response from the NIE. This claim is most astonishing, and this is their reason. The amendment of Section 8 of Act 750 to exclude 1. Voter's ID card, driver's license, and baptismal certificate as valid registration requirement was effected by Parliament in December 2017 without a whimper of opposition or protest from any member of Parliament, including those of the minority.
In fact, I joy from here and President Professor Atefa no can say, at the end of the day, and brother, Parliament was associated. I don't know what they are. When you say things that way, you will deceive you on mine. And I tell you why. And yet, Parliament for the 2 boys, your stream say, yeah, sister, your friends say, and brand near you, voter ID card. Yes, sir. A war institution, war. Identity management institution Ghana I say open identity repository of knowledge in identity management NIA say that is the identity management institution in this country also manage identity in across the country. These standards I am talking about these friends criteria or the selective breeder documents no they are the repository of knowledge for these things. Then you go through a minister of the government to sponsor a bill in Parliament. So, those MPs, at that material moment, they were not clothed with that information. It doesn't mean you are right. The fact that something passed through, you can pass a judgment today. Somebody will come and tell you, say, hey, a mistake. It doesn't mean, say, because you passed it today, it makes it right. Let's make that very clear. Who is responsible?
Do you accept, say, a mistake?
That is not what I'm saying. I'm just making an analogy. So, because in Parliament, I mean, but your friend said, and I haven't asked those, let me make that clear, say. I am sitting here telling you, say, these are the standards you subject breeder documents to before you select them. And offer standards now, the voter ID card stands tall. But let me tell you the biggest problem. Biggest problem. I say, exception handling mechanism should be around 5%. With their selection, first of all, Professor Atefa Bekan said, Okuta 9 million people who have his selected breeder documents. Because passport database is 2 million. And now, birth certificate database is 7 million. We have to prompt him, say, Obi Okuta passport to be a birth certificate. And first of all, your calculation of percentage who have your breeder document waiting. As a Chinese say, only birth certificate, your passport. Into just where 2 plus 7, it ends up being 7. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I get you. Because it is a subset of the 7. So, and so you are going with 7 million. You are saying, say, we'll register 30 million people. Say, no, master, about 15 years and above. But they say from birth to death, you won't register in from 0 to infinity. With a 30 million population, it means that 76% of your people you are going to register will not have the required ID card to register. They have to go through this exception, whether it is sworn oath or it is guaranteed by some opinion leader or somebody who has registered. And we alerted him that ever slow down the process. Somewhere 15th of September 2017, and on Mampani be pay a card. And they can't say, This is his national ID card. He's been issued with the first one to attest system nano. Watia no. Entino or ma NIA 12 months. Now one will find register as contained in the manifesto of the New Patriotic Party. One find register Ghana for you now. Meaning I say I'm to way I'm in say. NIA 4 issue 7 million cards per. Across the Oma region bia because they themselves no one mama processes na abo bare won obi ba fe no commissioner of otu akoko ya yafu asu affidavit ni ade so ni meche na me ka she mampanyi John Dramani Mahama and monyam say and I can tell you me say Mr. John Boadu ka say yenya 8 years yentimi anye issue cards no let me place it on record say sa system na issue card ma na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo no MPP did not put a pen drive in that system. The system's acceptance was done in December of 2016. Intino, almost system. We had issues with contractual issues, which we were resolving. More or less, it started coming to some conclusion. Tighten things up. A power no shifty. But the system itself was already there. And sana one mobile. Mr. John Boadu Betranaka said he issue cards are more the system that issued card for the president now, no, they didn't even add a pen drive to it. But let me continue with what I'm saying. Now, at the end of the day, what is the results of NI's a friend saying? Woman sword din a woman tea advice. Meaning, I have this table here. I have another table here. This tells you performance of NI so far. Now, because of my interest in 18 years and above, I'm only dealing with the estimated 18 years and above. But the actual 15 years and above, now. Population of 18 years and above, according to NIS, a year, their friends say 17,251,635 in year. And out of that, one more 18 years and above, no, one more issue cars 6,485,074. Actually, say one more card, one more two about one my 10,766,560. One more two about woman card. That is 62.41%. Or hanchi chemu aduesia mienu echire po duanan baako. Any ID card, national ID card, and so one maso abato. I was say one koto aba. Electoral Commission su ko peja wanu I was say me the NIA card ne passport nkwa na me de ba betwero din. Then what is your objective? Your objective is say wow card one de ni sabongum kire ne kura se kwan. Wow ID card when you ma Ghana for no o pa chese sa card nkwa de say me mfa nya adwuma bi o. And then I make say or a friend say Madam Sylvia no can say say some of the a friend say in contempo no so one mu twa so it's an tricking no one mu twa no ma pia people like Dr. Srebo Kweku no hwan no ma ba keka sa one mu ankasa no Madam J Mensa no matter actually okay mam kan sem cho
for anu siba me na fe me so member me fa
by the decision that the Electoral Commission has taken say one the NIA card no the be adwuma no because remember the passport holders have been registered with the national ID because they restricted it to passport and birth certificate. So zone good. It means that Sawoko Upper West, your stronghold. Wama register nipa 18 years and above. Wama so abatwa. Wamu betimi ato abano. Wama issue cars to 24,427 per. That is 5.2% of people who can vote in Upper West. Next, say, nipa 94.8%. Women ID card ni bi. Women na waso mkotro vouch for EB. They have to be vouched for by somebody. Oko Upper Easter, the same story. 93% women ID card. Woman issue card 45,000 per. Oko Ahafo, woman issue card 27,000 per out of a population of 349,000 women betimi ato aba. Bono East, out of a population of 665, one betting to about issue 67,000. Oko Bono, a friend, sorry, Bono East here 645,000, no, 70,000. So if you go on and on and on,
but
you see,
but on that, on this very table,
yes,
Metier Professor Tifa, America said, Sanya COVID-19, any breaker or matching, NIH, my former matching now, they have an intention. Say, one back call back, cards they are ready. And so they are taking the cards back to their district offices. And to what card I ready, what register on some card, Biano, wait my baby card. No, even after the exercise, the cards will still be available at the various offices. And so you can, whenever walk in and pick up your card. And to these figures you are giving us,
current status, no. This is current status. Say, Wokoha, the air prevailing regions, no. Namitia, the Wokan is a Professor Tifa Kayana. In the future, they will be ready.
Kwame, but my question is, why are you bent on discrediting the referee? Oh, a referee, on the Babajin Fifi. I should say, I can't see any Babasino, Ebekoso, Yembo Biakasia. And already, you started giving the dog a bad name.
Unia, is that Makacho was a referee? Yamna made discrediting. One actions in a discrediting. So, institution, a friend say, I buy papa bina a friend say a government minister and one lay a mistake bad twice and can no cry in some a friend say I buy papa munity you wedi. Intino and yaman made discrediting referee no one actions na discredit now their mammy coso and yayi. The material here just a Professor Tefa in the future won't be ready. You see, I am in full support of NIA occupying the identity management stage in this country because it is 2004 and one more 2014 and out of the office of the president it was issued a moratorium on procurement of AFCs across the country. Say so now Obama say one for transparency, one for a friend say one year objective in some of the things you do. Now say you do things that is perceived, they say, I was a particular political party. Okay, then you are the one undermining this particular noble objective of the NIA.
On the response from the Eastern, but on the Mamin Kaiwi, was irrespective of the fact that the Commission has expressed its intention to rely on the NIA's data for compilation of future voters' registration exercises, this intention does not, by any stretch of imagination, preclude the use of the Ghana card as a requirement for the upcoming registration exercise, as it has always been a requirement under the CI since 2012.
We are not saying, you see, these are the clever ways with which the EC tries to deceive the public. Oh, we have let me respond. Good. The issue has not been the inclusion of the NIA card. That is not the issue we have. It has never been. The issue we have is that the most credible among all the cards, Ephraim, and by so doing, you are creating a lot of bottlenecks that will make even the registration process very lengthy, take a longer time, and you don't even have the time. Yes, we are very confident going into 2020 elections. We will win this election because this government has disappointed Ghanaians. It is very clear. And we are bent on making sure our mindset is that the system should not be done in any way to disadvantage any of the political parties or to disadvantage any Ghanaian living anywhere. It has to be a fair ground because we are confident of victory. Now, one message, that is when they resort to, through the people they have installed at East, to some of these friends, senseless tricks. Now, one more, now,
why are you installing what easy?
Oh, now, so what your PAM commissioner say, Miensa, and your coffee, Madam J. Mensa, any bossman aside. You can't want them. You can't want them, say, already know they are tainted. But
we went through a constitutional process.
Massa. Now, constitutional process. Who say, lawyers be about 1 month ago. One more debate out. As your friends say, promotions even within the judiciary sector, no, it is perceived. You say, it is being used by government to influence them on some political cases. If you don't have that statement, I have it. After the show. So, please. When you install, when the administration comes and he thinks, he said the institutions that are there, that by a friend said the constitution are supposed to be transparent and fair. Every Ghanaian must be concerned because that person, because every conflict that has happened in this world, most of the countries, has to do with the manipulation of such institutions, where a certain fashion feels to say they have not been fairly treated, and therefore they don't have a chance of change of power. And they resort to all sorts of things. And we need to speak against these things. So I want to make sure. Now, your friend saying, going forward, let me come back to Professor Atefa's response now. And I card no sabi and to say your friend say Wesley gets for ID card ya na yakwetena na ya detect yakoma a class prefect say je no afragata gusi near the need man in sanity. Oh, could distribute to casa. You go with your equipment, they come and you capture their fingerprint and verify. And sana against the card, and san where issue card no. And when we say, oh, they are ready, we are ready for distribution, that distribution will not take less than 3 to 4 months for that to happen. The point we are making is that the EC is going into the field, and as EC is going into the field, as I am speaking to you, 62.41% of people who have to register with the EC don't have the ID cards. And it's even worse when you do a regional breakdown. And mama, your friend said, Upper West, they are 94%, Upper East, 93%, Ahafo, 92%, Bono, 89%, almost 90%. Bono East is on and on and on and on and on and on. So, that is the point we are making. And we are saying that the reason why they have created this problem is because they have excluded the old voter ID card, which, and here comes the truth. If you want to see the exceptions, here comes the truth, which has been in all the CIs until now. From all the CIs in the Fourth Republic, previous voter ID card account. Previous voter ID card account.
From 1992?
Yes, till 92, they say
from
after 92, no subsequent year. Previous voter ID card account. This is the first time. Previous voter ID. Now, people like your friends say, Madam Jemen Sane, Dokasa, be refinity. So, Madam Sylvia, no. They come and say, your friends say, that proyebi wadadanim. Proyebi wadadanim. That is the most insulting a friend say message to Ghanaians at this material. In November of 2019, 4 commissioners at the Electoral Commission made an emphatic statement. Madam J. Mensah, or see the register is credible. No nimsa prayewum. You see, they are using the sound. Dr. Srebo Kweku make his statement, Dr. Tete make his statement.
Press conferences near Adia Kusu Yunechi. Now, moving into 2020, this year's election. The Ojina. In fact, listening to Madam Ojina. They are ready. Plans are far advanced. And they are going ahead with the new voters register. What are you going to do?
Yes, my catch say, Akwada na nekrama epamokoa wase wachino. Sa bena mbu. Asia ne say, one ma de no omnimu, omhunu nani so a. Enkanya ne say na yeti heya. Still Ghana for be debate say. Ghana for be debate. Only krom ha no mbeka say on the 18th. Mamen kan say. And I'm say mamen kan say. Ahoboa no wo hin. Hwe ahoboa no wo hin in 17th of June. You see, Ghanaians must be concerned. 17th of June 2019. Easy after Nahoboa no a year registration exercise. Omo register 1.2 million. And one more year do duplication. A year process is in and no crown, they rushed it because no money time. So on the material. And Wamutimi eko to about 17th of December. Even with that, because of time constraints, they have issues. There was a big problem with the exhibition, and I've just said that on your platform. Are you telling me, sir, 17 million people won't be registered with the same amount of time? Won't be registered 17 million people, and we should say, sir, we don't have any problem with it. In any case,
Kwame, what is going to be your final result? Sir, MP position. I mean, EC position. I will take it. Then and I will be in the event. This is Obeshasi trading 2020 about one.
First of all,
NDC as a political party.
First of all,
and then I'm obeying.
Mamen can say
in 1 minute.
We have taken this issue to court.
Okay.
We have taken this issue to court, and not only that, Mesosomi the EC court to court about.
Are you seeking to put an injunction on the?
Well, the lawyers will tell best, but at least a case has been filed.
You know the constitutional implications.
Of course, I know the constitution. I am not seeking to put injunction. And let me also make this analogy before we even leave. Okay?
We are wrapping up.
In this COVID era, and I'm glad who MP before statement now, Mr. Macmenu Kasano. Okamane ye say NDC for person 118. They are trying to disenfranchise almost 1 million people. Yan cancer. Oh, some contompono. Na aya na o say ya dine Emma Obiati ase. We are saying that even a friend say the register that has been described as credible, the most sensible things to do, even in this COVID era, no say, rather than capture the limited people who are eligible 18 friends years since the last year, which you yourself say is less than 1 million. And no, it makes sense to say you can then observe the right social distancing near that. So register all 17 million no be one. The problem you are going to have.
I'll say Kwame Griffiths, many thanks for your time. Well, Ebusia, would say afenu ni nyina, like say adwuma wo ho pa. Say yeah. And can you answer for in the coming weeks. Nnawotwe Yi be share that to Yabuase. Na ye yinsem no mako. Mamenda Ura Kwame Griffiths, IT Director, NDC, and then before him, Ura John Boedu, General Secretary of the NPP, Madam Silviano, and so Ekasa Adema Electoral Commission. Meeting at the CJ Forcing. Mama sending messages to me and Jibran kind. But what I would say was Sempa FM or Adom TV. Thank you so very much for your time. My super production team, Mendo Muninasi, my technicians, camera guys, sound, MCR, will be within the CJ Forcing. In these extraordinary times, please stay safe.